Power rarely belongs to the gentle, influence rarely bows to the kind, and history, no matter how many times we rewrite it, never hides the truth that Niccolo Machiavelli laid bare centuries ago. The world rewards those who can be strategic, disciplined, emotionally controlled, and selectively ruthless. Today's world looks modern, but human nature hasn't evolved. People still manipulate, still deceive, still test your limits, still take advantage of your softness the moment you show it. And Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. He didn't write about how the world should be. He wrote about how the world actually is. This video is not about becoming cruel. It is about becoming so clear-headed, so psychologically sharp, and so strategically unshakable that nothing and no one can easily break you again. In this video, we will explore the Machiavellian rulebook, the cold principles that explain why ruthlessness used wisely and in the right moments is not evil, it's survival. You will understand why power demands boundaries, why kindness without strength becomes a weakness, and why the people who rise to the top are not the ones who act morally perfect, but the ones who understand human nature realistically. So get ready. You're about to learn why Machiavelli believed that the world is a battlefield of motives where the strategically intelligent win and the emotionally naive fall silently. This is not motivational fluff. This is the truth behind power, influence, and dark psychology. Welcome to the Machiavellian Rulebook, Why Ruthlessness Wins. Part 1. The first rule: never let your softness be your opening weakness. Machiavelli warned that humans judge by appearances more than intentions. They do not care how kind your heart is. They care what they can get from you. In every workplace, every friendship, every relationship, every deal, every negotiation, there are always two forces quietly operating: the force that takes advantage and the force that refuses to be taken advantage of. People often believe that being endlessly accommodating makes them loved, respected, or protected, but Machiavelli said the opposite. Excessive kindness signals vulnerability, and vulnerability attracts opportunists. When you're too soft, people test you. When you're too forgiving, people repeat their offenses. When you're too available, people value you less. When you always say yes, people stop appreciating the effort. Machiavelli wasn't against kindness. He simply believed it must be backed by strength, boundaries, and consequence. He understood the psychology of humans deeply. We love what challenges us. We respect what holds firm. We fear what cannot be easily manipulated. The moment you become predictable, overly emotional, or approval hungry, you give away power. Being good is admirable. Being good without strength is dangerous. To follow the first Machiavellian rule, you must build a kind of internal structure no one can penetrate easily. Say no without hesitation. Protect your energy like a fortress. Do not justify your decisions to people who do not deserve explanations. Let people feel that crossing you carries a cost. When you master this, people treat you differently. Your presence becomes heavier. Your silence becomes powerful. Your absence becomes noticeable. Your yes becomes meaningful. Your boundaries become respected. Ruthlessness, in Machiavelli's view, is not cruelty. It is the refusal to let softness become your downfall. Part 2. The second rule: control your emotions or someone else will. The most dangerous people in any environment are not the strongest or the loudest. They are the ones who can stay calm when everyone else is emotional. They are the ones who observe while others overreact. They are the ones who strike with precision instead of impulse. Machiavelli believed that emotional control is the foundation of power. If someone can trigger you, they can steer you. If they can anger you, they can distract you. If they can provoke you, they can make you reveal your weaknesses. If they can guilt-trip you, they can manipulate you. Most people lose more battles to their own emotional impulses than to real enemies. They speak too fast. They apologize too quickly. They reveal too much. They react instead of calculate. Machiavelli would say, "He who cannot command himself will never command others." Emotionally neutral people are unreadable, untouchable, and unshakable. They become unpredictable, and unpredictability is a form of power. When people cannot guess your thoughts, intentions, anger, or motives, they cannot control you. Here's what Machiavellian emotional control looks like in real life. You don't respond immediately to provocation. You pause before speaking, not out of fear but strategy. You do not reveal what hurts you. You allow silence to work in your favor. You make decisions with logic, not guilt or pressure. The more emotionally controlled you are, the colder your decisions become and the more powerful your presence appears. People follow those who look composed. People trust those who act with clarity. People fear those who cannot be manipulated. Machiavelli believed that ruthlessness is not about harming others. It's about refusing to let your emotions hand over your power. Part 3. The third rule: appear virtuous, act strategic. Machiavelli understood a truth most people still refuse to accept. The world does not reward the person who is good. The world rewards the person who appears good while acting with strategy, behind the scenes. He wrote one of his most misunderstood principles: it is unnecessary to have all virtues, but necessary to appear to have them. He didn't mean you should lie or live a double life. He meant that society judges you through a lens of perception, not reality. People trust images, not intentions. People follow symbols, not depth. People obey those who look confident, moral, disciplined, and controlled, even if those traits are performed strategically. In relationships, friendships, business, leadership, people decide who you are by how you present yourself in small moments. If you appear chaotic, people assume weakness. If you appear overly emotional, people assume instability. If you appear unsure, people assume incompetence. If you appear too humble, people assume you are safe to underestimate. Machiavelli teaches you to flip the script. Present the version of yourself that keeps you respected, protected, and taken seriously. This is not manipulation, this is psychological self-defense. The world judges surface behavior. Therefore, surface behavior must be sharpened like a weapon. Here are Machiavellian ways to appear virtuous while acting strategically. Speak calmly even when angry. It disarms people's assumptions. Look decisive even when unsure. Confidence attracts followers. Appear loyal but never give loyalty blindly. Appear generous but only give where it strengthens your position. Appear humble but never shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Being virtuous in appearance creates a protective layer. It lets people underestimate your ability to act with precision. It makes them believe you are predictable and safe, while you are, in fact, analyzing, planning, and preparing. When you master the art of perception, people open doors for you. They trust you, support you, and follow you because they see a polished version of you. But behind that version stands the strategic mind Machiavelli admired. A mind that knows when to act, when to hold back, when to speak, and when silence is the ultimate form of power. Ruthlessness is not always external. Sometimes it simply means refusing to let anyone know how strong you truly are. Part 4. The fourth rule: choose allies carefully but trust no one fully. Machiavelli understood the darkest truth in human psychology. People's loyalty shifts with their interests. Not because they are evil, but because survival instincts rule more strongly than emotional bonds. He believed alliances are important, but blind trust is dangerous. People act loyal only as long as your presence benefits them. When your influence fades, when your value decreases, when your power weakens even slightly, the same people who once praised you may step back, distance themselves, or quietly shift sides. This happens in every environment: workplaces, social circles, friend groups, relationships, political spaces, business partnerships. Your allies today can be your critics tomorrow. Your critics today can be your allies tomorrow. People shift with advantage. So Machiavelli gave a simple principle: choose allies wisely, but never give anyone a blade they can use to cut your throat. This doesn't mean you must live in paranoia. It means you operate with awareness. A Machiavellian mind understands that. People support you when it benefits them. People betray you when it costs them nothing. People flatter you when they need you. People disappear when you need them. This is not bitterness, it's realism. And realism is power. Choosing allies carefully is not about fear. It is about strategy. Value people who are consistent, not just charming. Observe actions, not words. Notice who supports you privately, not just publicly. Watch how people treat you when you have nothing to offer. Stay connected, but keep emotional boundaries firm. The strongest lion still hunts alone, not because he hates the pack, but because he knows survival ultimately relies on his own claws. You should build alliances, but your inner core should remain untouchable. You should have friends, but your secrets and weaknesses should remain within you. You should trust, but never to the extent that someone else controls your ability to stand independently. Machiavelli believed the most powerful individuals are those who navigate relationships like chess, not with fear but with foresight. Ruthlessness here simply means guarding your mind, your mission, and your momentum. Part 5. The fifth rule: strike decisively when the moment is right. In the Machiavellian world, hesitation is often more dangerous than aggression. Life presents opportunities that open briefly and close permanently. The strong are not those who act constantly. They are the ones who act at the perfect moment with full force and unwavering intention. Machiavelli observed that people fail not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack timing. Most people overthink until the opportunity disappears, wait for permission that never comes, seek guarantees that don't exist, fear backlash and end up losing respect instead, delay action until the power balance has changed. His principle was brutal but true. Fortune favors the bold, not the hesitant. Decisive action is not impulsiveness. It is calculated boldness. It is acting after preparation, not before thought. It is using pressure, timing, and courage in a single strike. In leadership, this means making a tough decision without waiting for everyone to agree. In relationships, this means walking away the moment your respect is compromised. In business, this means seizing opportunities even when the path isn't perfect. In personal life, this means acting before fear talks you out of your destiny. Machiavelli admired leaders who acted quickly when the moment demanded it, because the world respects people who move with certainty. When you strike decisively, you control the direction of events. You keep others reacting instead of acting. You send a message that your choices are firm. You shift the balance of power in your favor. The person who acts boldly becomes a reference point. Others look to them for decisions, guidance, and cues. Their confidence creates gravitational power. People orbit around them naturally. Decisiveness is a form of psychological domination. It signals strength, authority, and independence. It forces others to evaluate themselves through your movement. Ruthlessness in this context means refusing to drown in hesitation. It means trusting your judgment, backing your instinct, and understanding that power rewards the one who moves, not the one who waits. Part 6. The sixth rule: keep your plans hidden until they're unstoppable. Machiavelli believed that secrecy is not just a habit, it is a shield. People cannot destroy what they cannot see. They cannot block a move they do not know is coming. They cannot sabotage a plan they are unaware of. Most people reveal too much because they crave validation, approval, and reassurance. But every word spoken prematurely becomes a weapon someone else can use. The truth Machiavelli understood is brutal but accurate. The more people know about your intentions, the more power they have over you. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Silence is control. Silence is psychological armor. When you announce your goals too early, several things happen. Some people secretly hope you fail so they can feel superior. Some people become competitive and try to outdo you. Some people criticize your ideas before they're ready. Some people pretend to support you but quietly undermine you. Some people simply drain your energy with doubt and questions. Machiavelli saw this pattern in courts, kingdoms, and political arenas, but it applies perfectly to modern life as well. Friends, co-workers, acquaintances, relatives. Everyone carries their own insecurities, motives, and biases. You must protect your vision from their noise. A true Machiavellian moves silently, prepares deeply, builds quietly, and appears suddenly, not asking for permission, not waiting for applause, not seeking understanding. Here's what hidden strategy looks like in real life. You work in private and reveal only results. You stay calm even when planning something big. You let others underestimate you while you outgrow them. You protect your dreams from people who lack the depth to understand them. You speak only when your next move is already irreversible. A silent mind is a powerful mind. A private strategy is an unstoppable strategy. And ruthlessness here means refusing to let anyone influence or weaken your direction. Your plans become your fortress. Your progress becomes your revenge. Your success becomes the announcement. When you emerge fully formed, unbreakable, and undeniable, people will say you changed overnight. But the truth is that you simply worked in silence while they talked loudly. Part 7. The seventh rule. Never fight battles that don't give you power. One of the most important Machiavellian teachings is learning which fights to ignore. Not every insult deserves a reaction. Not every conflict deserves your energy. Not every opponent deserves recognition. Not every disagreement is worth your time. Machiavelli saw leaders fall not because they were weak, but because they were distracted. They fought unnecessary battles, wasted energy on petty conflicts, and lost sight of their larger goal. In today's world, most people fall into the same trap. Arguing with people who add no value, defending themselves against small minds, reacting to jealousy and gossip, giving attention to provocations, trying to prove themselves, wasting effort on people who do not matter. This is emotional bankruptcy. This is psychological poverty. This is how power slips through your fingers. Machiavelli instructed rulers, and today, us to focus only on battles that shape destiny, influence reputation, and secure future advantage. A Machiavellian mind evaluates every conflict with one question. Does this give me power or drain my power? If it drains you, it's not worth engaging. If it distracts you, it's not worth responding. If it doesn't move you forward, it's not your battle. If it doesn't build your future, it's a trap. True strength is the ability to walk away while others crave attention. Validation, noise, and drama. You are not obligated to respond. You are not obligated to explain. You are not obligated to fight just because someone invites you to a fight. Some battles are won by not participating. Some arguments are won by silence. Some opponents destroy themselves if you simply step aside. When you refuse unnecessary wars, you conserve your energy for decisive, meaningful action. You protect your focus. You protect your time. You protect your mental clarity. And clarity is one of the highest forms of power. Machiavelli understood that a ruler who fights everyone loses authority, but a ruler who fights selectively becomes feared, respected, and untouchable. Ruthlessness here means choosing your battles with surgical precision. You fight only when the result elevates you. You engage only when victory shifts the balance in your favor. Every conflict becomes intentional, not emotional. Ending. Power belongs to the disciplined. As we close the Machiavellian rulebook, remember this. Power is not loud. Power is not violent. Power is not chaotic. Power is built quietly through mental discipline, emotional control, strategic thinking, and selective ruthlessness. Machiavelli did not teach people to be evil. He taught people to stop being naive. He taught them to remove the blindfold. He taught them to see the world as it truly is, not as idealistic fantasies pretend it to be. The truth is simple. Kindness is powerful only when backed by strength. Love is meaningful only when paired with respect. Loyalty is valuable only when given to the right people. Strategy is necessary in every human interaction. Silence is protection. Boundaries are survival. Decisive action creates destiny. Ruthlessness in the Machiavellian sense is not cruelty. It is clarity. It is the willingness to do what others avoid. It is the courage to choose yourself. It is the discipline to protect your mission. It is the strength to walk alone when necessary. So as you walk into your life's battles, carry these truths with you. Be calm. Be unreadable. Be strategic. Be observant. Be focused. Be bold. And above all, be willing to do what the undisciplined refuse to do. This is how power is earned. This is how influence is built. This is how respect is commanded. This is how the Machiavellian mind rises above the ordinary. Thank you for watching. And remember, the world respects strength, but it cannot ignore strategy.